Umar has scammed King Randall, and King Randall is actually helping black boys. If you guys really think about this, Umar is willing to take money from King Randall, and I'm going to break it all down. And that money was supposed to be for Umar to come to the schools and help and teach, kind of like a collaboration effort with King Randall's students. Umar, he cancels the day before and won't send the money back. Well, in essence, Umar, what you've done is you've stolen the money. You've taken the money that was supposed to go towards these boys. They was trying to get you out there to help out and do your thing. But guess what? Umar doesn't work with boys. He never has. He doesn't work with black boys. He focuses on and targets the mothers of these boys so that he can sexually exploit them and financially exploit them. Now, I want everyone to understand something. I've been telling people this for a long time. I've been telling you all the same thing. He's a scammer. I'm not surprised that he scammed King Randall because that's his character. He's a scam artist. He's a charlatan. He's a misogynist. He preys on single black mothers under the guise of opening up a school for black boys. And there's still no school. A school is a place of learning, not some bandos, trap bandos up there in Wilmington, Delaware, that's sitting up there and got people, homeless people sleeping on the steps. That's not a school. Umar plans to charge $500 a month in an impoverished community for these children to attend. I wonder how much King Randall is charging the parents of these black boys that he's helping. He's actually helping these black boys. Do we need to get to the receipts? Let's get the receipts. Look at the young men there. The young men are dressed. They're dressed looking professional. They have their certificates there. It looks like they're inside of a church. Well presented. The photograph looks good. Looks like a professional photographer took the picture. You don't see any of this with Umar. And then you have the picture of King Randall. He looks like a boss. Okay. Now let's get into the scam part. Okay. And this is King Randall's. Already checked this out. This is his official page. Okay. 28,000, almost 29,000 posts. I'll get to super chats a little bit later. I just want to get this information out here because I've already gone too long. King Randall, a leader, a teacher, and guide to the X for boys. Okay, no labels necessary. And he has his email there. They do have a website. Umar doesn't even have a website for FDMG. Do you guys know that? Umar has no website. Okay, let me scroll down here. That's a pinned message here. This is what we want to get to right here. Look where my cursor is at. It says at New Emerging King is actually doing what Dr. Umar has been talking about doing for years. Okay. And then look up here, it says King Randall. This is what he says. He says, yep, tried to collaborate and bring him to my school to speak a few years ago. Paid him $2,500 along with purchasing the flights. He canceled day before and never gave us a refund. Charged it to the game and kept it moving. Look at this. And recently, hit the one in the chat room, Cookie Crush chat. I was telling you guys that Umar has a history of doing it. And I gave of taking the money and then not giving it back. And I gave the example of the group that is in Canada, and I actually interviewed that. There were two people, representatives from that organization. And I interviewed them. I never released it. Hit the one. Okay. Okay, I hope you ain't telling me to stop, because I ain't stopped. I ain't never stopped. I do take breaks, and I'm not going to stop. I've been telling, and you may not be saying, I'm just telling this to anybody else. Okay, if that's what you're thinking, okay, you're misguided. I've been telling people for a long time about Umar. He's a scam artist. Okay, so if you're not telling me to stop, or if you're telling Umar to stop, great. But if you're telling me that, no, it's not going to happen. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go scroll down here. Because there were people, I'm sure, that was questioning King Randall, and King Randall says, LOL, I ain't got time to be lying on nobody. Mind you, I used to defend this man with my whole chest, and he did. Thought it would be a great idea for him to come to my school and speak, as he has a school also. Now, King Randall, he doesn't have a school. Let's be clear about that. Let me break that down real quick before we go on. Umar doesn't have a school, King Randall. He tells people that he does. A school is a place of learning. You can look it up in the dictionary. It's a place of learning. And in this case, it should be a place of learning for children, right? But if you go up there to Wilmington, Delaware, I could give you the address. I ain't gonna do that. But if you go up there and you go up to these trap banners up there, is it a place of learning? Are there children being taught? Are there black boys being taught? And the answer is no. Umar stated that the renovations were complete back in August of 2023, and now he's still talking about it. He's working on renovations. Why? Because he's a habitual liar. He tells people these types of things, including that the school, that I have a school. He doesn't have a school. He has abandoned buildings. But he says those things because it makes people give this illusion of progress, and it makes people want to send him more money. It's all about the money. But see, this brother already has stuff established, and it's not that he's using these young men to do work and they're paying him as loyal donors. He's actually teaching these young men how to do these types of things through these programs: oil change, brake pad replacement, alternator repair, tire changing, reading literacy. There's a weekly book club. Umar has never done any of this stuff. You can follow the X for boys. You can connect. Here's some pictures right here. See, it's real. You don't see none of this. You don't see Umar working with boys. You don't see him working with girls. You see him dealing with these baby mamas, because that's what he focuses on. See? Look, they got these boys. They learning. See this? You don't see any of this with Umar. You teach them how to change, fix toilets and everything, plumbing. Look like they're getting, yeah, it looks like they're building something right there. There's Umar cousin right there with their hat on. All right, I'm just playing. They're doing gun training too. Umar up here talking about he gonna teach the boys how to be black Rambos. Oh my God, I kid you not. All right. So he has an actual website. That's the point. Let's get back to the how Umar scammed King Randall. So King Randall has stated this about 5 hours ago. Yep, I tried to collaborate and bring him, meaning Umar Johnson, to my school to speak a few years ago. Paid him $2,500 along with purchasing the flights. He canceled the day before and never gave us a refund. Charged it to the game and kept it moving. Okay. And we can scroll down a little bit more. He says, LOL, I ain't got time to be lying on nobody. Mind you, I used to defend this man with my whole chest. Thought it would be a great idea for him to come to my school and speak, as he has a school also. Okay, I don't know, we got a little bit ran off because I was explaining, no, he doesn't have a school. King Randall, you have a school. You're actually educating these boys, and you're providing a service. Again, I can't speak to your character, but I know works is works. You're doing the work. We can't say that about Umar. Okay. Says, took the money, canceled day before, ghosted me, and got mad because I said something. And here is the text. It says PayPal, pay the X for boys using PayPal me. And see, Umar, he was expecting a refund from Umar. He says, did something happen? And then on April 26th, 2022, he says $3,246.70 would be the full total, including the flight. Let me know when we can expect the return. Thanks so much. Very cordial and respectful. Look at Umar. Excuse me. I've gotten it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here it is right here. June 2nd, 2022. Umar, good afternoon. I'm still awaiting the refund from Delta Airlines due to disrespectful remarks you made online regarding my withdrawal from your conference. 50% of the deposit will be returned along with the full cost of the flight once it has been refunded. See this? This guy is such a scammer. Let me read that again. Good afternoon. I'm still awaiting the refund from Delta Airlines. For what? Due to disrespectful remarks you made online regarding my withdrawal from your conference. What does a refund from Delta Airlines have to do anything? What is he talking about? Saying, due to the disrespectful remarks you made online regarding my withdrawal from your conference, 50% of the deposit will be returned. So he's going to keep half of it. He's such a scammer, along with the full cost of the flight once it has been refunded. So I think he's saying he's gonna keep half of the deposit, but he gonna give the I guess the total amount for the flight once it's been refunded from Delta Airlines, which don't make no sense to me either. I don't get it. And then King Randall says, unfortunately, when someone doesn't return text, etc., after a month, you start to think they just skipped out on you. Common courtesy would been to say, hey, this is happening, etc., not just ignore someone. Keeping communication would have been great. Secondly, I didn't disrespect you. I was the one who defended you publicly, etc. Yeah, and he did. In fact, he defended Umar because of the criticism that I was giving Umar. How many of you guys know that? Okay. He was asked something to the effect of, "What about all of Umar's critics?" And I'm not saying this to be boastful, but I'm the preeminent Umar Johnson critic. That's a statement of fact. And King Randall, he was a he believed in Umar, and he said, "I wish they would stop." Okay, he was talking about me and other people, but listen, okay, I know what he was saying. Okay. Common courtesy would have been to say, "Hey, this is happening," except not just ignore someone. Keeping communication would have been great. Secondly, I didn't disrespect you. I was the one who defended you publicly, etc. All I said was I paid and you didn't show up nor give us our funds back. I didn't have an issue. I wish I had that. I don't know what video he said that in. I didn't have an issue with the withdrawal from the conference. I was totally cool with it. It became an issue when you wouldn't respond, when a simple text, and then it cuts off right there. Hold on one second. When a simple text would have been cool. I'm sure if the roles were reversed, you would have had a lot to say yourself. Okay. Also, I fly Delta all the time. They don't do refunds. They give credits. Don't worry about the flight. We didn't give you half a deposit. So we expect that in full. Wow. Our funds have zero to do with me telling the truth. Thanks so much. And then what does Umar say? Look right there. Can y'all see that? Umar responds, "Nigga, please." Remind me of that time when there was an elder in the audience that was calling Umar out, and Umar was like, "You dusty neck."
Because you didn't listen to Dr. Umar. Black men have no business in a room with white women by yourself. Well, if that's your opinion, so be it. You don't know what you're talking about. Sure, whatever. I don't even know who's running their mouth.
It don't matter.
I'm gonna stay focused.
Yeah, it don't matter.
What has always bothered me in my work is when people don't care for Dr. Umar. Why do you bother to bring your ass out to my lecture if you got a problem with me? Take your dusty ass home. I wouldn't go nowhere to listen to somebody I don't like. It ain't my fault I'm the most requested black scholar in the world. It ain't my fault I look better than your ass. It ain't my fault I got more credentials than everybody you know.
Hey, if you got a question, ask your question. Ask the question, big dog.
Elder, you got to roll out. I didn't even know that was an elder.
What about the SETI rant? I wonder if you ever saw the SETI rant, King Randall.
That Papa Smurf shit ain't gonna get us nowhere. That Papa Smurf shit ain't gonna get us nowhere. You feel me? Hold on. Yeah. Nah, I got this.
Go and watch that one time. Just one time. See if you can get through it. And listen how Umar talks and behaves. That's why I'm not surprised by this at all. He's a scammer. He's a scam artist, but he's also unruly. Okay? And he's quick to anger and quick to rage. He has no business being around children, period. He's of poor character. He's a charlatan. He has no intention of opening up a school. What he wants is money. That's why he took that money from you, and he don't give a shit. And you actually working with boys. He don't give a shit. Now, listen, if he cared about black boys, you think he would have done that in the first place? Would he have canceled last minute? Probably not. Because if he's dedicated to the cause, he would have showed up, right? But even still, if something comes up, he's going to communicate that to you, right? But he didn't do that. And of course, if he doesn't show up, and even if he communicated to you about why, wouldn't he at least send the money back in full? Unless it's all about the money in the first place.
And hopefully, August the 21st of 2015, 2 years, my school will open. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG Africanization Academy. We're going to have an aviation academy. We're going to teach your sons and your daughters how to fly airplanes. They'll be able to get their junior pilot's license by the time they graduate. We're going to teach them how to cut hair. We're going to teach them how to build computers. We're going to teach them how to produce documentary films. We're going to teach them how to fix cars. So if they decide not to go to college, they ain't got to, because they already got too many skills that they can go to work on right now. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm going to go on a national fundraising tour. I'm getting the paperwork ready now. It looks like by New Year's Day, I'll be ready to put up my website for the school and tell you, show me the damn money. And you better give me some money, because I'm going to talk about San Diego if I don't get no damn money. You spent $300 for that pocketbook. I know you got $200 for my school. Brother, you driving a $50,000 car? Your car note is $500? You ain't got $200 for my school? Woman, you got the $200 Versace? You ain't got $100 for my school? I'm going to expose you if you don't give me no damn. Because I am not going to go to the government and say, can you finance my school for black boys? I'm not in that. I'm a Garveyite. I am a revolutionary Pan African nationalist. And if it got to be done, it's going to be done by us. So you better start saving your damn pennies. I'll take pennies. You can send me a big penny bank full of pennies. Some of y'all sons do need their ass whipped. I'm going to keep it a buck. There's about 12 black boys in Newark, New Jersey who need their ass whipped. I'm going to keep it a buck. Most of y'all kids, they normal, they regular, the teacher can't keep up. But there's about 12 of them, because I didn't work with them. They have never been taught to sit still a day in their life. All they know is rap music, basketball, football. Don't say nothing to me because my mama come fight you. Them 12, they need to come to FDMG. We're going to have a lock-in. You ain't going home for a week, little boy. Sit your ass down.
Still got room on the sides. I can't wait to do that sleepover for the boys. I'm locking them in. Black boy locking. Turn the lights out and play Capture the Flag. But of course, you got the screen, everybody. Make sure you ain't got no pedophile with it.
Thank you.
Still got room on the sides. I can't wait to do that sleepover for the boys. I'm locking them in. Black boy locking. Turn the lights out and play Capture the Flag. But of course, you got the screen, everybody. Make sure you ain't got no pedophile with it.
Thank you.
We're going to have a lock-in. You ain't going home for a week, little boy. Sit your ass down.
I can't wait to do that sleepover for the boys. I'm locking them in. Black boy locking. Turn the lights out and play Capture the Flag. But of course, you got the screen, everybody. Make sure you ain't got no pedophile with it.
Thank you.
When I was school hunting in 2017, 2016, 2015, I looked at a school in Newark, New Jersey. It was being rented by a European Jew. I was going to rent the school. Our school was almost in Newark. Y'all don't know this, but you know now. And then the European Jew, no disrespect to the Jewish people, that he looked me up and found out who I was and said, we cannot rent to you. I'm saying all that to say that when we open up the Marcus Garvey Elementary School of the FDMG Academy, as soon as it's ready, we're going to start looking for the next school location. Are y'all following me? So for those of y'all who do real estate in New Jersey, I don't care if it's Newark, Trenton, Camden, Jersey City, my realtors in particular, I need you to find me a nice little school. I don't need no castle. That's a money drain. We don't want no damn castle. I don't want Eastside High Pasadena. No! Get me a school that got about 25, no more than 25 rooms. 25 rooms. I don't need 50. 25 or less. If you find a school, Dr. Umar, they got 12 classrooms. Give me. Dr. Umar, we found a little school in Newark. It got 15 classrooms. Give me. But if we can find us a nice little school, they're not charging but a $500,000, $250,000, something around there, we can work with them. Y'all feel me? Because once we open up the first school, the rest of them are going to start popping like popcorn. Do y'all feel me? It's time to stop playing games. Let's finish what we started. Let's finish what we started, the FDMG Academy for Pan African Excellence. Brothers and sisters, which one of those blues match the wall, brothers and sisters? We got to choose some tile. We got to choose which blue matches the wall, brothers and sisters? I need y'all to help me out. Which blue is matching the wall? Help me out, brothers and sisters. Which blue is matching the wall? Which tile? This is for the floor tile. Which blue? You want the dark blue, the baby blue, the medium blue, the coon blue, the Negropean blue, the African blue, the Neanderthal blue? Which blue matches the wall, brothers and sisters? We got to raise the money and pay for the tile in the cove base. In the cove base, brothers and sisters. I could be on YouTube making videos. But I'd rather build an institution. I could be on YouTube making videos, but I'd rather build an institution, brothers and sisters. I could be on YouTube making videos, but I'd rather build an institution.